Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the Captain's Quarters Show, and I'm your host, El Milliner, the Captain. Thank you all for hopping aboard with me for this video. Now, disclaimer, I am directly involved in today's video. Now, let me explain. I'm a part of a group that have petitioned the city of Montgomery to fly the Christian flag outside of City Hall. Back on August 15th, 2023, was just a few weeks ago, we went down to City Hall, presented the petition to City Council, where they decided to push it back for a vote until September 5th, 2023, which was today. Now, what happened at the meeting today was a bit confusing. So, before I even get to today's confusion, let me go back and explain to you all why we are even pushing for the Christian flag to be flown. Now, there's already been a precedent, right, set by another group that pretty much everybody nationwide knows about, right? Every June, this certain group gets to fly their flags. They get a lot of recognition, right, by different cities, different states, and even the president, right, the executive branch of the United States has acknowledged and recognized them yearly. So, likewise, here in this city, where they also get recognized, we would like equal treatment. So, same freedom of expression that they have, we want to be granted that same right to express ourselves. Now, we just want to be able to glorify God. That's the only difference. Now, let me play this news clip that will kind of give you a little background about what happened in today's meeting. And let's listen in.
Debates the separation of church and state.
It all started with a vote to approve a Christian Heritage Month in Montgomery. Then legal stepped in.
At issue whether flying the Christian flag at City Hall would bring about future requests to fly other flags as well. WSFA 12 News reporter Brady Talbert is digging deeper into the controversy. New tonight at 10.
Will the Christian flag fly outside of Montgomery City Hall? At first, councilors voted for it, then they backtracked.
If we acknowledge this one flag, we may find ourselves in a position we have to acknowledge other flags.
The debate started when this group of people came before the council requesting a citywide American Christian Heritage Month. Most of the council approved.
Everybody's for the Christian flag. I mean, you won't find anybody against it.
But others felt blindsided by the vote, saying the decision was too rushed.
That's just not right. We agreed as a body that we walked and agreed that this was going into committee.
After the council had already approved of the Christian Heritage Month, a city attorney stepped in with this example.
If the Sons of Confederate Veterans wanted to have Confederate Heritage Month authorized, how do we respond to them that, no, you cannot fly your banners?
Which only got more complicated because of the city's past action.
Do y'all see this flag that's flying? Let me blow this up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay, do you see this flag right here in this circle? That doesn't look like a Christian flag to me, right? So we have a major issue. Let's keep going.
This debate comes after the city already flew pride flags outside of City Hall in June. Supporters of the Christian flag at Tuesday night's meeting say precedent is on their side.
City Council President Charles Jenwright says that decision was made in the mayor's office. As far as the Christian flag, he says the council has agreed to reconsider their vote in 2 weeks.
So did y'all hear that? I want to replay that.
As the Christian flag, he says the council has agreed to reconsider their vote in 2 weeks.
A precedent is on their side.
City Council President Charles Jenwright says that decision was made in the mayor's office. As far as the Christian flag, he says the council.
So what it's saying is the mayor, okay, overrode the city council and pushed an order that allowed the flag that you just saw waving, right, with all the bright colors. That flag is able to be hoisted up on the flagpole, multiple flags on multiple flagpoles, by the way, and get their flag flown for a full month. So that's where the confusion kind of comes in, because the door's already been open for someone like us to come in and say, hey, give us equal treatment. Let us fly our flag as well.
Council has agreed to reconsider their vote in 2 weeks. He also wants to clarify the city policy going forward.
If you're going to fly a flag, you don't have to be fair to everybody. And if you're not going to fly a flag, then have a rule that says no.
Brady Talbert, WSFA 12 News.
Now, we did.
All right. Now, hey, very confusing, right? Very confusing. They did a vote. There was a 6-3 in favor of flying the flag. Okay. But it got a little tricky because apparently they didn't adopt, okay, the in favor of flying the flag. So legally, it wasn't voted upon. But so they just pushed it off again. And so now we'll be looking at, I guess we'll be having another meeting in November. So, the initial time frame was we met back in August 15th. We were hoping to get the flag flown the month of September. They pushed it off for the vote until today, September 5th, and then took away the vote, pushed it back another month or so, right? So now we got to push, really might as well say 2 months to November. So yeah. Now I do want to show another piece of information that I think just kind of brings it all in. It brings it all together to me. I believe. So here's an article from 1819 News. The headline says, I'm just reading the headline, all right? Everything that I've mentioned, all my sources will be linked in the description. Headline says, Montgomery flies gay pride flags while city, state, and U.S. flags missing from City Hall. This article is from June 27th, 2023. And here you see those flags being flown, but no U.S. flag, no state flag, no city flag. All right. It says, while Montgomery City Hall has been prominently flying bright, colorful flags to celebrate Pride Month, the city, state, and the U.S. flag have been conspicuously missing recently. Okay. Mayor Reed, right, has publicly voiced his support for Pride Month, saying, in building a new Montgomery, we're creating a more inclusive city, one that prioritizes the needs of all communities, all right, including our LGBTQ plus friends, loved ones, and neighbors. Now, when he says one that prioritizes the needs of all communities, okay, and then you specifically say the LGBT community, okay, all communities would include Christians too, right? Like, aren't we a part of the community or no? Because if you're going to accept them, prioritize them, recognize them, then they're not all the community. They are a portion of the community, right? A very small portion, by the way, in comparison to the Christian community. So why not recognize us and prioritize us, right? And this is a tweet from Mayor Reed on his Twitter account. And this was from back June 1st of 2021. So they have consistently recognized this group since 2021 at least, right? Yeah, so the article goes on to say, in line with that initiative, the downtown area of Montgomery has been adorned with pride flags along the city streets, including by City Hall. And I know this for a fact because I drove down there and seen that there's multiple flags on multiple flagpoles lining the street right there, right? That is Perry Street. Can't remember if it's North Perry Street or South Perry Street, but right there in front of City Hall, lined with those flags. So it just comes down to equal treatment. That's really what it comes down to. Now, one last thing, because the whole separation of church and state thing has come up, and it was even mentioned in the news clip at the very beginning. I don't know if y'all caught it, but it was mentioned at the very beginning, talking about the separation of church and state situation. And, you know, they kind of ran into an issue with our flag in particular, right? Because it's the Christian flag. But I do want to show this because this kind of puts that in perspective. Now, let me blow this up so you guys can see what I'm reading. Now, read along with me. It says, Alabama, Preamble. We, the people of the state of Alabama, in order to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, invoking the favor and guidance of Almighty God, do ordain and establish the following constitution and form of government for the state of Alabama. It literally says Almighty God in the preamble of the state constitution of Alabama. So I kind of rest my case at this point. I'll leave it there. Thank you all for watching. If you will, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. Are you in favor of the Christian flag being flown outside of City Hall in Montgomery, Alabama? Do you agree, disagree? Why not? Hit that like if you appreciated the content. Share the video with a friend. I would greatly appreciate that. And of course, don't forget, hit that subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hopping aboard with me for another video. This was the Captain's Quarters Show. I was your host, L. Milliner, the Captain. Until next time, I am gone.